that about 100 years ago, about the time we introduced these new ideas, one thing happened was people got confused about what liberty was all about. And liberty got chopped into a couple pieces. One group tended to believe to defend economic liberty fairly well, okay, the marketplace and property rights, and they do a pretty good job even today. But they were not very good at saying your life is your own and you can use your life as you want, and if you don't even want to use government medical care, you can use alternative health care, you can buy nutritional products, and you can pick and choose and make up your own mind about what you put into your own body. And then the other ones would say that, okay, let's have economic liberty, not personal liberty. I think it is one unit. You have to defend economic liberty and personal liberty. We understand this pretty well when it comes to intellectual liberty. We know that we can still pick up a book and read about communism in libraries or wherever we want. Communism killed more people than any other ideology in the history of the world, but we don't outlaw it. And we know that we have rights to practice our religion. That has to do with our eternity and our spiritual life. And we want to lead people. But when it comes to our bodies, all of a sudden we say, oh yeah, so the government should take care of us. We do need an FDA, otherwise we'll get bad food. And but it ends up, they deny you choices. It's making this assumption that if you didn't have the government to provide you with medical care, you won't get medical care. And if you didn't have an FDA, all of a sudden some tragedy would happen. No, people would have to act responsibly. But people sometimes would, use their freedoms illegally. Just because we legalize things, freedom of thought and religion or personal habits, it does not mean endorsement. Nobody endorses it for that reason. But we as constitutionalists, and we take that seriously and defend our country, have to understand we defend liberty with the one restraint. You can practice what you want, to do what you want. We can't protect you from yourself, but we cannot protect you from yourself at all, but we must protect you the best we can in other areas. But we have tragically decided the government has to protect us in every manner. And once we sacrifice there's not much left. We had the best experience ever, the freest country ever, the most prosperity, and we've given up on it. We have to renew it rather quickly. We owe $3 trillion to foreigners. We're living with debt. Our jobs are going overseas. Our monetary system's in shambles. We have a foreign policy that we think endlessly we can police everybody. So it is not complex. I think we got into this mess because we failed to follow the rules of the Constitution. I happen to believe we can get back on track again by sending only individuals to Washington who believe in the Constitution and defend personal liberty. Thank you.